Hello students, myself Sarama Malik Das, Assistant Professor of Gargi Memorial Institute of Technology. In my previous lecture, I discussed about the test for the single mean, and now today's lecture I discuss about the test for the difference of mean of the small sample. Okay, so here the test for difference of means, test of equality of means also, test of equality of means. Okay, here first we test when the population is normal. If the population is normal, okay, so let two independent random samples say x1 x2 up to xn1 and x1 dashed x2 dashed up to xn2 dashed, okay, be drawn from two normal populations whose mean is mu1 sigma 1 and mu2 sigma 2, mean and standard deviation respectively. Okay, now to test the hypothesis, that H0 mu1 is equals to mu2 at alpha level of significance x1 bar is equals to 1 by n1 into x1 plus x2 up to xn1, okay, and x2 bar is equals to 1 by n2 into x dashed 1 plus x dash 2 up to x dash n2, okay. So here x1 and x2 are the means of these two samples, okay. Then z is equals to x1 bar minus x2 bar by root over of sigma 1 square by n1 plus sigma 2 square by n2. This is the test statistic. Is statistics, okay, which is standard normal variate. And the CR is z less than minus z alpha if H1, that is alternative hypothesis, is left sided, that means mu1 less than mu2 left sided, and number 2 is z greater than of z alpha if H1 is right sided, that means mu1 greater than mu2 right sided, and number 3 is mod z greater than z of alpha by 2 if H1 is both sided, that means mu1 not equals to mu2. Clear? And where alpha is the area under standard normal curve which is bounded by z is equals to z alpha and z is equals to infinitives. Okay, already this portion you have find out. Okay, and this is for the population this is for when the population is normal. Okay, now we find out the test that for any population. Okay, so to test the difference of mean for any population, in that case here t is equals to root over of n1 into n2 into n1 plus n2 minus 2 by n1 plus n2 into x1 bar minus x2 bar by n1 into s1 square plus n2 into s2 square. Okay, this is the test statistic which is a t-variate with n1 plus n2 minus 2 degree of freedom where s1 square and s2 square are variance of two samples respectively. Okay, and from here CR is t less than of minus t alpha if h1, that means mu1 less than mu2, which is left sided, and number 2 is t greater than of t alpha if h1 is right sided, that means mu1 is greater than mu2, and number 3 is mod of t greater than of t of alpha by 2 if h1 is both sided, that means mu1 not equals to mu2. Okay, and here alpha is the area under standard normal curve bounded by t is equals to t alpha and t is equals to infinitives. Okay, so these are the two tests. One is for when the population is normal, and other is when the population is not normal. Okay, so we listed some two examples also here. First one is, there are two normal population population 1 and population 2. 8 and 6 are SD of the two population respectively. size of the samples are 10 and 12, which are drawn from the population respectively. Okay, with sample mean 20 and 27. Test at 1% level whether the two population mean are equal, and number 2 is whether population 1 is less than the population 2 mean. Okay, population 1 mean is less than the population 2 mean. So, and here it is given, that means probability of 0 less than z less than 2.58 that is equal to 0. Sorry. It is given that z of alpha by 2 is equals to, z of 0.005 that is equals to 2.58. Okay, this is given here. So, here we have to test that the two population means are equal. Okay, so if mu1 and mu2 be the population mean, of the two population, then the null hypothesis A0 is mu1 is equals to mu2, and since for the case 1, alternative hypothesis is mu1 not equals to mu2. Okay, it is both sided. So, since the population is normal, we use the test statistic z is equals to x1 bar minus x2 bar by root over of sigma 1 square by n1 plus sigma 2 square by n2, and here x1 bar is equals to 20, x2 bar is equals to 27, sigma 1 is equals to 8, sigma 2 is equals to 6, n1 is equals to 10 and n2 is equals to 12. All are given here. So the value of the z is 20 minus 27 by root over of 8 square by n1, that is 10, plus 6 square by 12. So which is equals to minus 7 by 3.07, that is equals to minus 2.28. Okay, and as here alternative hypothesis is mu1 not equals to mu2, that means both sided. So at 1% level, alpha is equals to 1 by 100, that is 0.01. That means alpha by 2 is equals to 0.005. Okay, and from the table, from the given value z of 0.005, this is equals to 2.58. So integration of 2.58 to infinity, phi of is equals to 0.005, and from minus infinity to minus 2.58, this phi is equals to also 0.005. So the CR is mod z greater than 2.58 at alpha is equals to 0.01. Okay, that means 1% level of significance. Okay, and our computed value mod z is equals to 2.28, which is not greater than 2.58. That means it does not lie on CR. So 80 is accepted. That means we conclude the two population means are equal. Okay, now we goes to the second case. Here the second case is we have to test whether population 1 mean is less than the population 2 mean. Okay, that means here alternative hypothesis H1 is mu1 less than mu2. Okay, that means left sided. And from the given value, okay, from the table, here another value is also you have to given out. So it is z is equals to 0.01, this is equals to 2.32. Okay, so from the given value, integration of 2.32 to infinity phi is equals to 0.01, or minus infinity to minus 2.32 phi is equals to 0.01. So the CR is Z less than minus 2.32 at 1% level, and our computed value mod Z, that is 2.28, sorry, not mod Z, Z is equals to minus 2.28. This is not less than minus 2.32. Okay, so it does not fall in CR. That means H0 is accepted and H1 is rejected. Okay, so we conclude that population 1 mean is not less than that of population 2. Okay, and they are equal. Okay, so another example we have to see here. Two types of batteries are tested for their length of life distributed normally and the following data are obtained. Okay, for type A, number of batteries is 9, mean life in hours, this is 600, and variance is 121. And for type B, number of batteries is 8, mean life is 640, and variance is 144. Okay, so we have to test here, is there a significant difference in the life times of the two types of batteries. Okay, and it is given that T is equals to 2.131 at 5% level and 15 degrees of freedom. Okay, so to to solve this problem, we take here the null hypothesis H0 is mu1 is equals to mu2, and against the alternative hypothesis H1, that is mu1 not equals to mu2, and it is both sided. So the test statistic is is equals to root over of n1 into n1 plus n2 minus 2 by n1 plus n2 into x1 bar minus x2 bar by root over of n1 into s1 square plus n2 into s2 square. As here the population SD is unknown and it is a t variate with degree of freedom n1 plus n2 minus 2. Okay, so here all the values are given here. That means n1 is equals to 9, n2 is equals to 8, x1 bar is equals to given, that is 600, x2 bar is also given, that is 640, and s1 square is equals to 121, s2 square is equals to 144. So t is equals to root over of 9 into 8 into 9 plus 8 minus 2 by 9 plus 8 into 600 minus 640 by root over of 9 into 121 plus 8 into 144, which is equals to 7.97 into minus 40 by root over of 2241, that is minus 6.73. Okay, and from the given value here, the degree of freedom is n1 plus n2 minus 2, that is 9 plus 8 minus 2, which is 15. And from the given data, probability of mod of t greater than 2.131, this is equals to 5%, which is shown in the figure, and the computed value modulus of t is equals to modulus of minus 6.73, that is 6.73, which is greater than 2.131. So it lies on the CR on this region. So 80 is rejected. Okay, that means we conclude that there is a significant difference in the average lifetimes of the two types of battery. Okay, so in our next lecture we discuss about the chi-square test for goodness of fit.